Hi there! So as you can see, we got the complete package of the Sony S2000 Soundbar. And yes, it supports true Dolby Atmos. Now Sony has smartly engineered their soundbars, like you can just buy the soundbar first and add the subwoofer and the rear speakers later and if you need them. So technically you don't even need to invest all the money at the same time. Though my advice would be, if you want that deep punchy bass and true Atmos experience, you gotta get all these together. So without further ado, let's quickly unbox them, set them up and see if it's worth your money or not. Let's begin. So here are all the boxes stacked over each other. Now before we unbox them, a quick look at the model numbers. This is the S2000 Soundbar along with the SW3 wireless subwoofer and the RS3S rear wireless speakers. By the way, you can also club this soundbar with a higher variant SW3 Subwoofer and the SA-RS5, which are actually rear wireless speakers. So advisable if your current TV room doesn't have power source at the rear of your seating area. Alright, let's start with the soundbar. So the big brown box returns. This is a 3.1 channel soundbar with Dolby Atmos and DTS-X support. On the side are all the manufacturing details along with the MRP of 51,990. Some more features mentioned here: Home Entertainment Connect app support, vertical surround engine, S-Force Pro front surround sound and HDMI e-arc. Alright, let's open it up. So here is the soundbar and this box contains the accessories. Inside this box is a sleeve with some paperwork, a warranty card, a wall mount template, service center addresses and the reference guide. A good quality HDMI cable, a power cable, the power adapter and finally the remote. I must say, it's super compact with a very minimalistic design. Extremely well built. Here's the input button, power button, sound field, voice enhancement, volume up and down, increase decrease bass, night mode and mute. Simple and clean. And here wrapped inside this grey paper is the sound bar. Wow, I must say it's actually quite heavy. Let's have a closer look. So it's a very clean yet classy design. Matte black on the top, which doesn't attract any fingerprint or smudges. Sony branding on the top left. While on the right are the capacitive buttons. There's the power button, input button, Bluetooth button and volume up and down button. I so wish it was backlit because it's really hard to see in the dark. But the other flip side problem would be that it can be intrusive, especially when you're watching a movie. So I think it's okay. On the front is the metal grille covering the speakers. It houses 5 X-balanced rectangular design drivers, 2 on each side and 3 in the center. Then there's also a small LED display that provides info such as input source and volume. There's also a built-in subwoofer on the sides of the soundbar. You can spot the bass reflex cones here. So technically, even without the subwoofer, the soundbar should be able to provide some amount of bass. We'll test that in just a moment. The length of the soundbar is 32 inches and this will help you know the space you need. On the back are all the ports. Starting from the left is the power input port, a USB-A port in the center, and on the right is the HDMI e-arc and optical. So there's no aux input on the soundbar and the USB-A port is for service and updates only. Basically, you can't plug in a pen drive and play music from it. But frankly, I don't see that as a con. It has HDMI e-arc, there's an optical port, there's even Bluetooth 5.2, so you can play music wirelessly, which I think is what most people would need. Moving to the SW3 Subwoofer. So as you can see, this is a huge box. On the sides are the manufacturing details and the MRP of 29,990. Inside the box is the subwoofer itself, a power cord, a user manual and a warranty card. It comes with 200 watts built-in amplifier with Sigma magnetic circuit for powerful bass. First look and it screams premium. It has this leather-like texture on the sides with Sony branding in the center. It comes with an 8-inch woofer driver covered with the mesh fabric on the front with bass reflex cone below. I must say, the build quality is phenomenal. On the back are 2 buttons, power and pairing. Then at the bottom is the power input port. Moving to the SR3S rear wireless speakers. So on the side are the manufacturing details and the MRP is 35,990. Inside the box are 2 satellite speakers, 2 power cords, a setup guide and a warranty card. Now each speaker comes with 50 watt built-in amplifier, 100 watts in total. The build quality and the design are very similar to the subwoofer. Leather-like texture on the sides with Sony branding also again in the center. metal mesh on the front covering the speakers. Behind are the same power button and the pairing button, and below is the power input port. The Sony S2000 Soundbar comes with 250 watts of sound output. The subwoofer comes with 200 watts and the rear speakers combined come with 100 watts. If you add this whole package together, it's 550 watts, which is amazing. When it comes to the setup, the soundbar should ideally be placed below the TV on the table, or it can be wall mounted as well. The subwoofer is wireless, so technically it can be placed anywhere in the room, but we have placed it right next to the TV. You can surely experiment with the placement. The rear speakers obviously are placed behind your seating area on the left and on the right. If there's no place at the back, then they can also be placed on the sides. Now, once you power on everything, there will be a red light on the subwoofer and the rear speakers. Mostly, it will recognize the soundbar and pair on its own automatically. The LED lights will turn green, which is when you know it's paired. In case it doesn't, simply press the pairing button behind the speaker and it will be done. The S2000 also comes with a Home Entertainment Connect app support. On the top, you can see the name of all the 3 connected devices. You can toggle input from TV or Bluetooth. You can choose night mode, sound field, or voice mode to enhance the dialogue clarity. You can adjust the volume. You can mute the volume from here, set the rear speaker level, bass level. Then audio can be from main and sub, or you can even toggle it to only main or only sub. Then in the settings, wireless speaker settings, it will show you all the speakers are connected and placed correctly. Then in the sound settings, sound field settings, DSWE can be enabled to enhance sound quality of low quality audio. Speaker positioning and volume level settings, my god, there's so much here. Then there's HDMI settings, Bluetooth settings, and even software updates. I only wish the app had sound profiles for music, a custom equalizer maybe, but I guess Sony knows how to tune their audio to perfection. Now, without further ado, let's see how it sounds. First, we play the audio just from the soundbar as a single unit, and then we play music using the subwoofer and the rear speakers.
Call me great now. I don't know if I'm okay or insane now. I remember better days on the playground, hoping I can find my way even when I'm feeling down. I fight, even when I don't know what is right. I'ma pick a side and I'ma take pride. I will decide my fate and I will never let them tell me who I am. If you try to shake me, I'll be damned. If you're leaving, baby, let me down slowly.
He's still out there. If you can find him, I will. I'm in control here. No, you're not. You hurt my darling son of a bitch. I will kill you. What's it gonna be?
Okay, first thing you need to know is that this demo cannot do justice to the real experience, but I'll try to explain it in a simple way. So let's start with the audio experience when using only the soundbar. It sounds really good. The audio fidelity is super impressive. Crisp is the word I'll choose. Instrument separation, especially while listening to music over Bluetooth, is brilliant. I was surprised to see the way it simulates the surround sound experience as if there are multiple speakers, all thanks to the vertical surround engine. Now, when the voice mode is enabled, dialogue clarity is drastically enhanced. It's ideal while watching a movie when you aren't able to hear the dialogues clearly.
I'd like to actually see you here.
Oh well, I wouldn't be anywhere else.
The bass on just the soundbar is decent, as good as built-in subwoofer on a soundbar can get. See, it's just physics. There's just not enough space to generate that kind of deep thump. So don't expect that thumping deep bass just with the soundbar. But it's enough to make the audio feel rich. You can definitely start by buying just the soundbar and then consider the subwoofer and the rear speakers later. But if you want to access true Atmos and theater-like experience, go for the whole package. With the subwoofer, the bass goes to the next level. Best part, Sony has tuned them so well that it doesn't muffle with the rest of the audio. Adds that much needed thump. It's absolutely brilliant. With rear speakers, it's like being inside a movie. Now, rear speakers don't have audio playing from them all the time. They're designed to create the environment that you are watching. Especially like birds chirping on one side, a car whisking from the other side. I initially thought that would it really make a difference? Well, let me tell you, they actually create the experience by bringing life to Atmos. Once you experience that, there is no going back. In fact, you'll watch movies that you have seen earlier and hear things you never knew even existed. It's beautiful. Alright, let's talk price. If you want to buy just the soundbar, the S2000 Soundbar is priced at 39,990, 40,000. And if you want to buy the full combo, it's 90,847 on Amazon. I know it's pricey, but as I mentioned earlier, you can start with the soundbar and buy the subwoofer and rear speakers later. It's a theater for your home. Be smart, this investment will be worth every buck. I'll share the links below in the description for just the soundbar and the combo deal as well. If you like to buy one, you should definitely check it out. So I hope this video was helpful. If there are any questions, mention them down in the comments below and I'll be happy to answer them all. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Until next time,